Hello, everybody, and welcome back from the break. You're watching Game Masters right here on the GDQ Hotfix, and I am your lovely host for the evening, Kiara_TV. It's nice to see everybody. Always exciting to do a show every other Tuesday nights. And we got, as always, something spicy cooking here for the next couple hours. Before we get into our main event, I want to thank everybody for supporting Games Done Quick with your subs, gift subs, and bits cheered. Your contributions help keep our shows running just like this one. So if you like Game Masters, you're enjoying the stream, consider subscribing for exclusive emos, ad-free viewing, and of course, access to chats during our replays. You can also always support the stream by sharing the Games Done Quick channel with your friends. Also, Frame Fatales is a community of women and femmes who share a passion for speedrunning, gaming, and charity. In addition to their 2 flagship events, they host activities year-round in their community Discord, like Game of the Month and randomizer events. You can type !FF in chat to learn more and get involved. Now, I am joined by Revan, and this has been a show that we've been cooking for a long time. Because I had Revan on my show a little bit ago. It was a while ago, doing some Majora's Mask randomizer, and then Revan can explain it better to me. We had an incident occur, outside of our control.
Yeah, I was trying to showcase some new stuff in it, and in that run, it was going fine. It was gonna finish, and then if I remember correctly, I was in STT or something, and the game just decided to crash on me. It was an audio crash, which my Nintendo 64, the 25-year-old system that I was using at the time, was notorious for doing that just randomly, rarely. And of course, it chose to do it there. So yes. I couldn't finish the run because of that crash, because in Majora's Mask, there's no permanent saves unless you Song of Time. So I had lost way too much progress to continue.
And, fortunately, at the time... Oh, go ahead, continue.
No, you go ahead. No.
All right, I was going to say, at the time this happened, we made a promise live on stream that we were going to have Revan back for revenge on Game Masters in the future, and well, the time has finally come.
Yeah, it's finally come. Yeah. It's been in the oven for a while.
We got a new refurbished N64 that we're going to be doing this on.
I bought this about sometime after that run, and it doesn't have issues as far as that goes. But to be extra safe, I am playing with a version of the randomizer that lets me save anywhere, and they are permanent saves. So we should be good.
Paranoid for life. As a result of that show. Anyway, everybody, it is going to be a Majora's Mask randomizer, but it's going to be a little something we like to call Clock Chaos Randomizer. Before we actually start the timer, get into the game, I wanted you to give us a quick 30-second top-level overview of what exactly that entails.
Okay, so... like any MM rando, you gotta complete the 4 main dungeons. So we're gonna still do that. That's nothing too crazy. And we're gonna beat Majora at the end of the seed. The reason why this is called Clock Chaos specifically is because we have shuffled the clocks themselves into the item pool. What does that mean? That means I start with 1 random clock. So a slice of 12 hours. So I could start on day 2. Or I could start on night 3. This is why I have night 3 here on the tracker specifically. That is the only hard required clock, because you need that to be able to get to the clock tower roof to be able to go to the moon. So that's the main settings thing, is that I don't know which clock I start with, and it's gonna depend on what I have access to and what we'll find and stuff like that. And then on top of that, there's a little bit of more spice. We have some OOT items in the pool, and you can see them on the tracker. The strength upgrades, hammer, hover boots, iron boots, Din's fire. These things just add a little bit of extra, sometimes niceness, sometimes it makes it a little bit crazier. It's really fun. And yeah, I think those are the main highlights of the settings. Yeah. Okay,
very good. Well, Revan, we got a lot of game to get through. So So count us
We
down
do.
whenever you are ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Good luck.
Thank
what
you.
time are we starting on?
All right, we're starting on day 2? Day 2. Okay.
I like day 2.
All right. Yeah, day 2. So, the normal route openers in this rando, you typically nice sword on the platform here. You typically go like south and you kill time for the in reservation. But because we started on day 2, there's no in reservation for me to go route around right now. So I'm gonna do things a little bit differently because of that. But not like terribly different as far as an opener goes. I kind of want this heart
I didn't even consider that
here.
because like in regular Rando, the opening route for like day 1 is pretty specific with, you know, the time triggers that you have. So you kind of just throw that all into a blender. Really?
Yeah.
So many other
Yeah.
things.
Like if I started on night 3, things would have been really weird. But the daytime start is is a little bit more normal, for sure. Especially with like certain checks, like in East Clocktown, there's the Madame Aroma in the office there, and she's available at a more normal time. But if I start at night, it's a tighter window to get to her. I only have like 2 in-game hours to talk to her, and I might forget. So, it does change things up a bit, and it's been interesting to mess around with it. And we also started without a sword because I've been doing that lately. I just enjoy it. It's a funny change, but we happen to just get it on the platform there. So
He enjoys it, of course. Yes.
yeah. All right. So we're gonna peek the fairy rewards here. Hold on a second. The backwalk, he doesn't want to do it. Okay. Nothing useful there. I mean, the stick upgrade would be nice if I didn't have a sword, but I have the sword, so it's kind of whatever. So I go north here first just to peek that, and if the stray fairy is needed, I then go to Laundry Pool after. But in this case, I'm just gonna go straight to, I guess, yeah, I'm gonna go straight to East Clocktown over here. And to show that I can save anywhere, let me wait for that title card to go. I can just do it like that. It's very nice. So we are set that way. So I'm just going to be doing this little bit of the sphere zeros, as we call them. You know, I mean, that's what they're literally called. You don't need items to get to them. So, okay, spin attack upgrade. That's a nice QOL item. It makes when I do a quick spin, it makes my spin attack hitbox larger, and it does more damage. So it's a nice little QOL there. Now, reminder, I do have only 12 hours right now. So what makes these settings interesting is like how much you decide to route in those 12 hours. I can slow down time if I want to, because we do have Song of Time. But if you didn't, it does make it so like things are a little bit more chaotic. But for the sake of like making sure that the seed is not too crazy, I wanted to make sure I still started with Song of Time. Oh my gosh, please. Just the backwalk sometimes.
I'm still so baffled by how Z targeting and OOT works pretty well. And in MM, it's like different enough with like some leniency on, you know, when the trigger goes into effect. So it's actually quite a bit difficult, more difficult to just control Link in general. And Majora's Mask. You can, of course, get used to it, but... Oh, hey, light arrow.
Yeah.
That's an okay item.
Yeah, it's an okay item right now.
It has use.
That doesn't, though. That is not useful. That would be for the Anju and Cafe quest line, and we do not have that final check on in these settings. Oh! Okay. All right, so Sonata is in Akana Castle. All right, so I'm gonna need the Mirror Shield, the seed. that check is all the way up in Akana Canyon, which I need a lot of items to reach. You already need those items for Stone Tower Temple, but it just means that Woodfall Temple is going to be a very late dungeon this seed. Let's see what we got here. Other hints. Stockpotted is foolish. I really like that. My gosh.
That knocks out so many time-sensitive things that you can not get. You got the room key. You don't have to worry about. You don't have to worry about the man in the toilet. You don't have to worry about the day 3 chest. You don't have to worry about any of that at all.
Nope. None of it. It's very nice.
Revan.
It's a crazy hint because of how big that area is.
Yeah, I'm calling it now. Baby seed. Let's just roll a new one right now. Reset the timer. It's too easy for you.
All right, so I break my stick there because even though I have a sword, the stick jump slashes do more damage, so it's faster to kill the P-Hat. And that stick jump slash is actually as easy as it looks. You just have to be airborne and hit the wall at the same time, and it will stay broken. Okay, nope, that's junk. I was hoping it'd be money, but it was not. It's sometimes okay to open up the brown chest if you're looking for money, because I do want to make sure I'm able to race the Gorman Bros up here. Like I said, I am doing mostly a usual opener here because it's daytime. If we had started at night, I would have changed things a little bit more, but unfortunately, we started during the day. But that's okay. That's okay. Day 2 is still an interesting start because we do have Southern Swamp. There is a specific grotto there that's only available on day 2. Okay, day 1 clock is not even required. That's crazy.
What?
All right.
What?
Oh my God.
I wanted clock chaos, not whatever this is. This is not enough chaos for me.
Okay, powder keg is also then not required. Wow, okay. So I don't have to worry about that for the song. Yeah, to be clear, the songs are among the normal song locations as well. I didn't mention that earlier, but in case the Sonata on Egos didn't clue you in, songs are just among the song locations in this game, so in this seed. You can have them anywhere, of course, if you want, but that just makes things a lot more difficult and takes longer because the songs they take up hints, or just makes it harder to decide where you want to go. Yeah, we're gonna race the Gorman Bros. As part of my stream, whenever I stream this, a lot of people like to go wah.
Wow.
We have an emote of it. It's a very funny meme because they always go wah. It's great.
Right at the start too. I did my best.
Yes, you did. Yeah, so typically what I'm going to do after this is I'm going to just go down to Swamp and hit the owl statue down there. I don't know if I will actually go for the Mystery Woods Grotto, but it is 2 Sphere Zeros right there. Even though I don't have a bottle, I'm probably going to want to go there anyway. Another thing to note is we did get a Healing Kamaro hint that had that said he has ice arrows. That means I need Song of Healing in this seed. So that's one additional song I need that you normally don't. Because I only need Sonata, Goron Lullaby, New Wave, Elegy, and Oath normally. But now I'm gonna need Song of Healing for ice arrows to be able to beat Great Bay Temple. I mean, of course. That was the seed right there. You're right.
Well, now we got to improv another show. So, real time. What other games do you know, Revan? What can we get on here right now since the seed's
I know
over?
Donkey Kong 64 randomizer. I know that. DK64randomizer.com.
Does GDQ need any more DK64 randomizer? We've already got it.
I mean, is there really such a thing as too much DK64 randomizer?
I'll let chat answer that one. Okay.
Okay, West Clocktown to Goat. I do have a sword. I can go do swordsman school. That would be one of those things. Oh gosh, what is that up there? Is that just a deed? I think that's a deed. I'll come back for it later. I don't really want to waste too much time on that. It's definitely not just money, though. Oh my gosh, please. Oh my gosh. The backwalking tonight is not as good.
We'll blame
it's
Majora's
those
Mask.
angles.
Yeah, Majora's Mask every time.
Din's Fire! Okay, that's cool.
One of the OOT items you mentioned at the start. Yes.
Yep. So we'll see if we'll be able to get that or not. Not right now. We would need Goron, Mask, or Deku and a land title deed. So we'll see if that comes up or not. But
so is Din's Fire kind of like added for like balance purposes of like an alternative to bow plus fire arrows plus magic?
Yeah.
Magic and Din's Fire.
Yeah. Because sometimes what happens is fire arrows and MM just gets thrown into the sun and you're just looking for it and it's unhinted. At least with Din's Fire in the pool, you have 2 chances for it, right? Well, so it kind of helps
throw
that.
it into the sun. Is that how it got where it is in Ocarina of Time? Is it just got beat there by the randomizer?
Yes.
Okay. Chad, I got him. This is easy. How many times can I make Revan break by the end of the show?
All right, so what's Clocktown to Goat? That is a boss path hint. If you're not familiar with those, basically those are like Way of the Heroes. They're more specific Way of the Heroes. So that is an item that could be like Goron Mask or magic or fire arrows, like right there. Okay, so I guess that means that Din's Fire might be locked behind the fire arrows in some way. I don't see how that'd be possible, but I guess it could happen. All right, so let's dump that. Let's see, what's my next decision? Oh, yeah, right. I was thinking about going to Mystery Woods anyway, but maybe, you know what? I'm going to route... No, actually, Dodongo Grotto is... No, it's not worth it right now. Yeah, let's just go to Mystery Woods. Let's just go back. I wanted to know what that goat path was, and I think it's going to be fire arrows, but maybe not. It could still be Goron Mask in there, but let me go push this first, because in a lot of the seeds that I play with these settings, when I've started on day 2 like this, typically Kotake, the blue witch in the woods here, and the grotto have had something. So, and I put it off before until I had a bottle, and it was not worth putting it off in that instance. So I'm not going to put it off tonight. I'm not going to chance it. So we'll see what happens here. I'm doing this specific backwalk to avoid the cutscene here. Normally you'd watch a cutscene of her flying into the woods. What is Clock Chaos? I will do a quick summary. Basically, I have the clocks shuffled into the item pool. I started with the day 2 clock. So all the other clocks are just in the item pool.
Yeah, basically a 12-hour period of the 72 hours in the game is available to you to go through. There's no right now. There's no first day. There's no final day. There's not even night to the second day. The game's over. We're gonna die and have to go back in time as soon as it sunsets.
Yeah, whenever
Link's going to bed, Skull Kid's going to bed early tonight.
Yeah, whenever I Song of Time or I just decide to let the clock run out, it will just reset me back to day 2. So it works like you would expect it to in this case. But once I have another clock, it'll reset me to the earliest clock. So if I ever got day 1 in this seed, which we're not, it would put me at day 1. But if I had night 3 with day 2, it'd still put me on day 2. So, all right. So we got a very important item here. I'm glad I didn't put it off. I'm gonna reset now, because it's gonna crash in about an hour in game time, and this is a good place to Song of Time. So I'll just do that. Yeah, exactly what Sacred Dim said. And keep in mind, I can still invert time if I want to, but I'm so comfortable with the clock that I don't really need to unless there's like some very specific check I want to get in that time frame. So, which, speaking of, I didn't actually talk to Aroma in the office, but that's okay because we got my long shot here. Which, yes, I'm calling it the long shot because I'm used to just calling it long shot because of OOTMM combo rando. Where typically in those rando seeds, we have it set up where the normal MM length hook shot is the long shot. So yeah. All right. So now what we're doing is we're checking tingles because that's typically what you do when you get long shot. Oh, sale on money. Already projectile. You just got to start checking all the projectile related stuff. There was also a stump chest. I'm gonna save bombers. I'm gonna put off bombers for a little bit. Put off bombers a little bit. The reason why I'm choosing to is because I would ideally like to route bombers when I'm doing like mini games because that routes really well together because you're gonna then go into East Clocktown and you go all around and all that stuff. So we're gonna just put that off and not waste our time with it specifically right now. I want to get over to this chest over here that I saw was big. Let's see what we got here. What is this? A bomb bag. Okay, that lets me do a mini game in East Clocktown right now if I want. Okay, you know, let's just soar. It's faster for me to soar over to Milk Road than to backwalk and go down there. Yeah, so we're just checking all the tingles first. I really don't have a lot of path hints right now. It's kind of unfortunate, but it's kind of what happens here, I guess, right now when I don't have ranch access. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see if this tingle has anything good. Nope. All right. Honey and Darling with the long shot for bombers would be pretty good to do. I can also route Observatory together with that, and that route's pretty okay. Yeah, so typically what I'm looking for at the start here is like a bow, probably, Zora, or really Deku Mask. Honestly, Deku Mask would be really, really good right now. Because the Deku Mask locks 2 songs in these settings. So any of the transformation masks would be really good right now. Nope. Okay, so that tingle is a bust. I guess I will double check this. Maybe this was Deku Mask up here, and I was just bad at telling what it was. Just gonna go ahead and do that since I'm back here now, and I have a projectile. Or maybe this was an actual clock. It seemed to have some kind of... It seemed like it was maybe something other than money.
Yeah, I can never peek this, especially if I'm playing.
It was Don Garrow. Okay. It was Don Garrow. I was, you know, the colors. It was possible. All right. Okay, that almost puts me at a good time for Aroma in the office, but I guess let's just go ahead and do this now since I have to do Honey and Darling at this point, I guess. Because the bomb bag is kind of notable. Like, I could go west right now. I could rush that, but with how I've played these seeds so far, rushing something like that has been bad for me. So I'm just gonna play it safe here and route bombers with Honey and Darling and then go check Observatory. Yeah, if I had checked it, it would have been night 3 o'clock, exactly. Or really anything that would have been mildly useful. Yeah, this will work out because I'll check Honey and Darling and then... Oh, did he not fall down? Oh, he didn't fall down. God dang it. Okay. Hate when that happens. There. Okay. So the reason why it's notable to check this is because this in these settings, because we have the clock shuffled like this, this now just becomes a bomb bag check. And so it's much more likely that it actually has progression on it. Because otherwise, normally it's just a big either-or check. And by either-or, I mean it has multiple ways you can check it. Multiple items can be used to check it. Normally, you can check it with a bomb shoe bag, a bomb bag, bow, or Deku and magic. So this could be like a bow or something. It's much more likely for that to happen. It's a wallet. Okay, that is something.
We take it.
We do. Absolutely. That is more notable in Majora's Mask than in Ocarina of Time. For those that are more familiar with OOT Rando, there are a lot more checks in MM that are wallet locked. Kuze! Suddenly Kuze. Okay. So I have forgotten to check her earlier, but that's okay. Got her now. That's what matters. Yeah. So, and we're about to like set up one of those wallet checks in Termina Field here. This actually works out really nicely that way. That I got that wallet, because I can then see if I actually want to be able to buy whatever he's selling. Okay, don't need to worry about that. That's a peak. For those that don't know, because we have chest size matches contents turned on, there are specific peaks you can do like that, where you roll into the wall and you press C up. And that lets you know if you need to go check something. It's a little speed up that you are afforded from chest size and textures matches content. It's very interesting how a quality of life thing like that adds some tech and speeds up things a little bit here and there. Oh, okay. Well, there's a stick upgrade here. I guess I'll take it. Might as well. Since stick jump slashes are still stronger than the Kokiri sword. Yeah, so normally what we would do with this check, Observatory, we would route this with like trying to save Bomb Grandma, because it's a good time killer, going to Observatory and such. But since I don't have night 1 clock, delaying this check can be pretty bad. Okay, Zoro Hall to Twin Mold. There's some more info. Okay. So Twin Mold is the is the final boss, like the final dungeon boss in MM, and that could be like anything like from Garo Mask to to helping me towards getting ice arrows. It won't be like Song of Healing itself, but it could still help towards that. Yeah, I'm going to... Yeah, I'll finish up bombers when I go to West Clocktown to deposit money. Yeah, so I'm kind of trying to clean up a little bit of the Sphere Zero stuff around here before I decide to inevitably go to the west, because I'm just concerned about the possibility that I might need... Okay. All right, that is an interesting hint. Trying to think about what I've gotten here so far. I got a bomb bag, which has led to the wallet. Don't know if the wallet's required yet still, though, if that really is the path hinted item or not. Oh, shoot. Oh. Back up. Oh, no, I didn't have the right angle. Oh, please. There. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Oh, well, that's not fine. Okay, there we go. And then... There we go. All right. All right, well, yeah, this could be the Turbo to Field the Twin Mold path hint right here, even. Path hinted item. No, it's just another bomb bag. Okay.
Hey, you never know if you're gonna run out.
Yeah, true. Okay, so that means that the bomb bag isn't a path hinted item. Okay. So there's something else in Termina Field. Let's see. Stone Tower is foolish. Not the dungeon, to be clear. That's just the 3 bean chests on the inverted side of the climb that you normally do.
They're such a pain, too, so, like, I'll always take that foolish 9 times out of 10.
Yup. Yeah. Okay, gossip stones are nothing. All right, so let's... I know I'm just gonna... Okay, don't take any damage. That's fine. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. There's the good backwalk. Thank you, Link. Uh-oh. Okay, we're fine. He's minding his own business. It's all right. All right, what are you selling, Mr. Scrub? Nothing. Okay. All right, well, I'll go over to Road to Akana then here. Let me get rid of the beeping. All right, well, as long as I just have all these lower sphere checks out of my mind. Okay, nothing there either. Okay, all right. Hopefully I get... Maybe Bank 1 will be something good. And then I can go west. I would have really liked a bottle before I went west, but...
What do you want a bottle for, specifically in this case?
So I can just check the lab fish on my way there and not have to awkwardly route it later. For those that don't know, there's like a... Okay, it's Bank 1. All right, thank you. Thank you for the bow. That's probably actually the goat path then, and not fire arrows. Yeah, that would make more sense. And there's a bottle. Just like that.
Are you
Ask
okay? Are you
and you
sure
shall,
you have not looked at the log?
I have not looked at this at all.
The amount of times
Not
we
one
talk
bit.
about something, the amount of times that it instantly shows up. It's okay, I believe you. Mostly.
All right, so we're Song of Timing again because I'm gonna withdraw some money and go do swamp archery. Kind of sucks I'm revisiting there again, but whatever. I do need to. I guess I should think about healing Kome in the swamp as well, maybe. But it's such an out of the way check right now. So I think I'll just do Swamp Archery, and then I'll go west and see what's going on over there. Finally, since I have the bottle, that gives me a little bit more. The bow and the bomb bag does let me go north, but there's only 4 checks I can do up there right now. I don't have magic, and I don't have Goron, so it's very slow to go up there right now. The snow up there makes Link walk slower and whatnot. It's annoying because like backwalking in it is very he sinks into the snow, so you have to like do a backflip and like awkwardly try to backwalk, and it's just it just doesn't feel good to go up there without Bunny Hood or Goron. So we're gonna hope that maybe Swamp Archery is something good. The bow to goat at the very least means it's bow specific checks. And granted, we do need a bow period in like no matter what, but you can kind of read into the path hint that way. Of course, to varying degrees of success. Sometimes it's just, you just need the bow, but... Or you just need the item. Yeah, so for this minigame, you just need to be fast to get the perfect score. You actually have a lot of time. You basically have all the way until there are 6 seconds left on the clock in the top left there. So the only thing stopping you for maybe like the only thing that makes this difficult is if your dead zones are not very good, or if you're just not used to the patterns. The pattern of the this mini game. It's always the same pattern. So it takes a little bit of practice. And there's our first clock. Night 2 clock. Okay.
Just
and another bottle.
Want to see anything else but this day.
Yeah, apparently. That does get me Guru though in the laundry pool. That does get me 1 check. All right. Oh, I know I can scoop the fish here, I guess, instead of in the grotto. Might as well. Oh, nope, that's just the spring water, please. I didn't want that. I know I can scoop the fish here, I think. Well, if not, maybe I shouldn't waste my time since I already... Yeah, you know what? I'll just... Forget it. Just go to coast now.
Yeah,
I think you... Yeah. All right. So that affords me a little bit more time if I really need it, but it also does get me a check in the laundry pool with Guru. I will probably do that at some point here pretty soon. I didn't want to really make it night 2 yet. There could always be some daytime check that I unlock or something. To note also that the night 2 clock, if I find the captain's hat, does get me a kind of graveyard stuff. Specifically with the night 2 grave. Technically speaking, we could get night 1 grave, but it would be considered out of logic for right now. Because it would expect me to have the night 1 clock, unless I find the hover boots. Then that would let me hover over to the night 1 grave from the night 2 grave. And that's logically expected. So, little things like that are added with the OOT items in the pool. Let's see what we got over here. This is the Sphere Zero we could have had a little while ago. Magic. Okay. That's good.
Okay.
All right.
We're cooking.
We're cooking. We're cooking. We're cooking. See? See, now, because I went and I routed that bank 1, I now am really set to go north if I want to, because of the fire arrows. That gives me 2 more checks in the north, which is great. I'm probably going to check Zora Cape here in a moment because of our long shot. That's 2 checks, and then there's the grotto. Now, it's kind of annoying. I came here with 35 rupees instead of 40. So I kind of need this Tingle to not have something on the 40 slot. He's got night 3 clock. God dang it, man! So I gotta come back with 5 rupees, dude. Of course. Of course. Of course.
Ah, this pleases me. This pleases me greatly.
All right, so that is our only actual hard required clock. The others only become required if other checks are required. So like I said, the Akana Graveyard Song, that would require either night 1 or night 2 clock to reach. Okay, perfect. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. And I can use that to buy the clock now. Okay. All right. Okay, so I guess, yeah, what we'll end up doing is we'll probably check Guru Guru while I then go to make it night 3 after I'm done in Zora Cape. So let's see. Let me buy this clock, please. All right. There it is. So, you'll notice that on the tracker, it's called Last. That was the only, like, sprite that I could find. No one apparently has ripped the sprite from the US version. I don't know why. So, that's all I could do for the tracker.
I think it looks very
no
nice.
beaver race. What was that, Kiara?
I said I think it looks very nice. Also, hooray, no beaver race. I think all of the good
no
checks, all of the stream value checks are foolish.
Captain's hat is not required. And wait, is that Wart? GBT Wart, dude. Okay. All right. So Captain's hat isn't required. All right. So that. Okay, yeah. So we need mirror and we don't need keg. Dang. All right. Okay. Bremen mask. Okay, there's another big boy over there. So that was a bit of a cute draw distance peek I did there, where I sword slashed near the edge to get close enough to where it could actually draw the chest on the other side there. So I could actually see it. Okay, let's see what this is. A scale. Okay. All right. So we mark that. That could be relevant if we find the gold scale. Because the gold scale does exactly one thing, and that is the Biobaba Grotto in Termina Field. Just like the Tektite Grotto in Hyrule Field, the gold scale can be used in the Biobaba Grotto to dive down deep enough to get the item that falls from the beehive. Normally, you would just use Zora Mask to get that, but there's a possibility with that scale that Zora is actually on the Biobaba Grotto this seed.
Yeah, you still need to shoot it down, so you have to have at least some item for that, but yeah.
Yeah, which, I mean, in this case, we definitely do,
we
but...
have more than enough.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's just grab this in case there's money in it. Okay, a little bit of money. All right. Now, I could choose to swim all the way out to Zora Hall right now, but it's really slow. and do the literal one check that I could do there. I'm not going to, just because of the amount of time that the swim is, and it's just the one check. It doesn't really feel great, even if like getting the owl statue is still technically progression. So we're gonna leave that for now, because we're gonna inevitably get Zora Mask. Even if we find Iron Boots and that locks Zora, going over there with Iron Boots would still be faster later on.
Really?
So. All right, what's he got?
Definitely a thing I don't have a good grasp of in Majora's Mask Randomizer is, I got passable at it. I could do a number of the tricks, but like, knowing how to, like little details like that of like just different speed increases of putting off stuff, when to put off checks. And I'm like, oh, the check's green, let's go do it. You know?
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. It's the balance of the push and pull of how you decide when you decide to do things, and what's a good time to slot something in while you're doing other things. So it makes the clock stuff just in general really interesting. Okay, so yeah, so now it's night 3. I want to go to the ranch here. I want to get hints. So I'm going to invert time so I can get all the hints, and I'm going to probably end up checking that Bremen mask. So we're going to get some lemons in this seed.
Yes.
For those who don't know, there's some little chicks in the Kuko shack that we can do a little march with, and they'll grow up because of it. So
it's truly magical.
It's an all-time classic. So and this is just a good hint hotspot. So yeah, we already have that one, because we are missing a path hint and 2 foolishes right now, and also my mirror shield location. I have no idea where my mirror shield is, and it is required this seed because of Sonata in Akana Castle. So it'd be nice to know where that is. The hint setup for this hints the 3 song items: Captain's Hat, Powder Keg, and Mirror Shield, to help like slightly speed things up a bit, so you aren't just guessing at where they are, or they just eat up one of your path hints that could be used for something else. So it's been really nice to have those hints, for sure. And I'd really like it if it would just show up right now, please. Or at least my next path hint. No, I know it's required. I need the mirror shield hint, not the Sonata hint right now. Which, to be clear, that hint is actually a sometimes hint, the one with the egos there. So that means that one of the foolish locations we have removed one of our always hints. So I think that's probably Butler Race, which probably means Deku Palaces. No, it can't be, because of the song stuff. So no, it can't be that. Oh, this is double pathed. Okay, so that's interesting. So we got fire arrows and bow there so far. Okay, I don't know if that means that it's talking about the fire arrows in that case or not. That's fun. Okay, that's gonna mean I'm definitely gonna be wanting to focus on West Clocktown still. For sure. Okay, so Bremen. Okay, yep. Alright. Here we go. We're doing it.
Yeah. I love
I'm
this
gonna be quiet
so
for
much.
it. Come on. There we go. I think I probably should go ahead and do Talon Archery maybe then? I don't know. Going north seems so appealing. It's just that Town Archery right now would be on I'd be on like a time limit, and I feel like maybe I should just do it. Are you kidding? I gotta go next door.
This may be my favorite reward I've ever seen from that. We're dog racing, everybody.
We're dog racing now.
Oh, now this is where we're just gonna pick a dog. We're gonna watch it run. It's pretty straightforward. But everyone, if you're looking to get more involved with the GDQ community, you can join the official GDQ Discord and add the Hotfix role to stay in the loop on upcoming events, chat with staff, and more. Use !Discord and Twitch chat for an invite and more info. There we go. We're betting 90 rupees on the gold dog. Oh, so for those wondering who have played this before, it's like, wow, why is it the gold dog? Well, the Mask of Truth I think it's like it forces it where it's just always the gold dog, so you don't have to pick up the dogs and see that one of them is going to win based off of what they say with the text boxes is, because that just takes forever. It's just automatically, as long as you have the Mask of Truth, the gold dog will win every time. So
yep.
Look at him go. Not even close.
Not even close. A mountain tile bead. Okay. Well, that could be useful for my Zora Hall path hint later. All right. Well, let's have a look-see at the South Clocktown Day 3 chest. No, that's nothing. All right. I guess I will go ahead and I'll do Town Archery. I'm not a big fan of doing it because I have the North I could go do. But it feels like I'm kind of forced into it. So 180. Mainly because of the West Clocktown path I had, where I had the bow and I had fire arrows. But it is starting to seem like maybe fire arrows are locking dins in some way. I don't know. Let me uninvert now, I guess, so that way I kill a little bit more time while doing this. Yeah, if I didn't invert there with lemons and then I got Mask of Truth, we would not have been able to do Dog Race. So that would have been really bad.
It was good foresight.
All right. It's probably just going to be the North, I feel like, but you never know. I could randomly pull, like, an Icona Mask here, and then all of a sudden I can go to, like, Secret Shrine or something. Letter to Cafe.
Is that not part of our foolish hints?
It is not. We do not have that. We do not have Laundry Pool Foolish. So that could be something, because that's 3 items right there. So, but I'm definitely not resetting right now because we are trying to kill time for the clock tower roof to open for the song and the item up there. So the only thing left to do is to go north. Unless I wanted to walk all the way over to heal Kome, and I'm not gonna do that. So
Poor Kome.
yeah, no, we're not going for her right now because I already had to dip Mystery Woods. I really don't want to double dip it right So this I at least have like, how many? I have 6 checks up here, I think, that I could do. Of course, I need 100 rupees for Smithy, but I'm not too stressed about that right now, because I can get the 100 as I'm up there with light arrows. Okay, Snowhead Temple is foolish. That's kind of crazy. That's our last foolish. Okay. All right, that makes me a little nervous about where Goron is. And considering these twin mold paths. Or maybe not Goron, but maybe my ability to get to Snowhead Temple. Okay. Yeah, see how slow this is without Buddyhood or Goron? It's so bad.
Yeah, but you have to do it.
Mm-hmm. I have to do it in this case. Don't have a lot of checks. Okay. Alright, let's do a little savey here. Because see, you can also save at the owl statues, and those are perma-saves too. Oh my gosh, please. No, I didn't. Oh my god. Please, Link, let me backwalk. Thank you. Sheesh. The snow makes it more annoying. Because you have to do that initial backflip. So you aren't stuck in the snow. Alright, there we go. There's that. Clock tower is open, but we gotta do checks up here first. I'm gonna just kill him to get purple rupee. Now, again, I might that twin mold path in West Clocktown could be bank too. So we'll be peeking something there that's also wallet locked when I go back. See if this is money or not. A little bit of money. It's not great, but we take it. Okay, I'm gonna kill the Wolfos again. Come on. Oh, well, okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Thank you. It was so nice of you, Link, to slide down like that. Okay, let's try this again. There. Okay. I think we're close to Bank 2 anyway, that I could probably kill the Wolfos here by this grotto and get enough for that while I'm also routing Smithy. Oh, this is a big boy. Gold scale!
Ooh, okay.
Mmm. Keep in mind, we do have that Turbine of Field twin mold, or, oh crap. There we go, I got it, okay. Yeah, Turbine of Field is a twin mold path hint that I don't have. I haven't found that item yet, I'm pretty sure. Because there were the 2 bomb bags, and then there was something on the stump chest. Oh, that was the bomb bag. That was a bomb bag too. Yeah, never mind. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and go over here. All right. Okay. Deku Nut upgrade. That's useful for later, but not required. Goron mask, finally!
There it is.
Oh my gosh, of course it was Lens Cave Goron mask where you're forced to go up here. Of course. God dang it, dude. All right. Well, that gives me a song right here. We'll have to check Keg Trial Goron next cycle. I don't know if I'm going to do Hungry Goron. Probably not. Okay, Elegy. Yup, that makes sense. Okay, let's snag this over here. It's just because I'm in the neighborhood that I'm doing this in the first place.
Yeah, because getting back up here is, even with Goron Mask, is just kind of a pain, kind of out there.
Mm-hmm. It's a little out of the way for me to come back. All right.
Yeah, and Revan, how about we finish this day, and then after we're done, we can go into our first break.
Yep, that's the plan.
Yeah, I figured this would probably be a better time than any, since we're at the end.
Mm-hmm. So now I gotta go over here. Okay, he's not selling anything. That's good. Okay, no, we were short by some amount. That's okay. All right, we're gonna check this and see if this is Zora Mask or Iron Boots. It's Deku Mask! Oh my god!
Oh my goodness.
Look at me go!
He can't keep getting away with it, chat. Oh no.
Oh my gosh! I wanna finish Bank 2. I wanna do it. Let me go over to the snowmen over here. I just need to kill 2 of them to get 100, and then that'll be Bank 2. Oh, it's because I'm near Kamaro. That's why that did that. Okay, there we go. All right, that is probably our twin mold path from Termina Field for sure.
I can't imagine what else it would be at this point.
I know, yeah. It had to be, I felt like it had to be like Iron Zora or something else as big as that, which Deku definitely fulfills that. Okay, that's fine. Just wanted to clear that out since we have it double pathed. All right, let's go get the song here because there's nothing else I need to do. All right. Oh, let me use this to refill magic. There. Just convenient. Oh, more money. Okay. And new wave. Okay.
I love the Upside Down song. It's great.
Yeah. it's to help you know it's a dungeon song.
All right, so we'll go ahead while we're doing this cutscene. Just pause the timer. We'll come back after a break. But you can always catch up on past Hotfix shows, special events, and GDQ marathons over on youtube.com/gamesandquick. So if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, turn on notifications to stay up to date with GDQ. Also, Black in the Flash is a community that uplifts and connects Black speedrunners of all levels, offering a space to collaborate on speedruns, challenge runs, and randomizers while celebrating Black voices in the speedrunning Welcome back from the break, everybody. Once again, you're watching Game Masters, and I'm your host, Kiara. So far, we have had a heck of a segment 1 on Majora's Mask Randomizer here. For as little time as has gone by, we got so many songs, we've got so many masks, we've got so many items. Revan, I'm going to ask you one thing, and that is, why aren't we done already?
It's because we need quite a few more things. We need Zora Mask. We need one of the Akana masks. We need 3 more songs still. But it's because Deku was behind the gold scale.
Mm-hmm. I've never seen a Deku mask in a somewhat inconvenient location like that before. I was not expecting that to happen. I thought maybe it was going to be like Deku Mask is always interesting in Majora's Mask because it's literally the first thing the game gives you because you're stuck as a Deku Scrub at the beginning of Vanilla. So it's always comical when you just don't have it for a really long period of time because of how critical it is early game. Anyway, Revan.
Yeah.
We've got more items to find. We've got plenty of dungeons to go do. Give us a countdown back into the game.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Good luck.
All right. So right off the rip here, I'm just gonna get rid of this right away. We're gonna do Letter to Cafe here. I just want this out of the way. These 3 checks. There's a random chance that maybe there's something on this I need, and if not, it's really fast for me to do it right now anyway. Considering the fact that we only have night 2 and night 3 clocks right now, because funnily enough, with Clock Shuffle, certain checks can be a little bit faster to do if you have to double time a lot. So this just ends up being a little bit faster to do. I only have to do like 2 double times, and then I just reset. So I'm just gonna get rid of it. I don't want to delay it for any reason. So let's see if there's anything good on this at all. And then if not, then it's not really that much time wasted. Because we literally just walk in, talk to him, double time, and then we go back inside and talk to another guy. He gives us 2 items. And then I just reset. So it's just really quick, get it out of the way. We did find it from Town Archery. Because we found Goron behind the bow, I slightly doubt this has anything, but we'll just do it anyway. Get out of the way. Okay, French vanilla? What? Huh? Or vanilla? Wait, yeah, that's vanilla. What the fuck?
Wait, no.
Why is that Keaton mask there? Hello? Oh my gosh. And then there was a swamp title deed. So I was going to go north again soon. So that kind of works. I'm just going to get this Keaton quiz checked and then I'll reset again. That is very funny. Because he normally gives you Keaton mask and then Letter to Mama. So that's kind of crazy that this is vanilla. Okay. I always get that a little mixed up because Cafe is wearing the Keaton mask, but he's the one that gives you the Pendant of Memories. So that's why I always get that a little mixed up. Right-handed tortoise. Okay. All right, now I just reset. And then we're gonna do like 2 Goron checks that you should almost always do before you pursue anything in the north with Goron, because typically you're more likely to find something on these 2 checks than the Goron specific checks in the north. At least it feels that way to me a lot of the time. Orphaning these 2 Goron checks is always a bad time, it feels like. And the reason why we want a Song of Time again there is in case we find something like, I don't know, well, I guess because Stockpot Inn is foolish, there's no threat for All Knight's mask, so I guess it's not really that at this point. So I don't know what daytime check I would be afraid of, but I just wanted to reset anyway. Okay, it's nothing. So we just go over to the Road to Akana Grotto and check that out. And then I do want to go do Deku Playground, I think, because Deku is hinted to Twin Mold. We should be prioritizing the south because of that. Now that I think about it. Yeah, I should be prioritizing the south. So that's what I'll do. Because going back north right now, I have Path to Snowhead. I have the Keg Trial Goron and such, but a lot of that is very long and tedious. I'll take more health, sure. I don't know where FD is yet. Okay, so I'll go do Deku Playground now before we go south. And the reason why it's a good idea to do this is because if you don't find anything or if you find something in any of the Deku lock checks in the south, it makes it harder to justify to come back and do Deku Playground until it's like one of your last checks left, because it's a mini game. Mini games in MM are just more time consuming than they are in Ocarina of Time, so you don't really want to put them off too long. And in here we're going to be doing this little trick here to make the rupees fall on the floor. Taking off and putting on your transformation mask does this from this distance. It causes the platforms to pause, and then the rupees like slightly move each time you do this. You can also use trade items to do this too, but for me, this is what works for me. You can also use your ocarina as well to do the same thing if you just pull it out and then put it away. But again, I find this works best. And this only works to get all the rupees on the floor on day 2. It works somewhat on day 3, night 3, but you still have like 2 rupees you have to get otherwise on the platforms. And then day 1, it doesn't work at all. Day 1, night 1. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't do the minigame if it is day 1 or day 3. Because the amount of time it takes to do it is about the same in all 3 days. You don't really save that much time doing this on day 2, especially if you have to double time for it. Okay, so that was just, I didn't want to chance it because Deku is patented to Twin Mold, so could lock any other thing there. All right, so let's go south. Yeah, I normally would have bought the red potion and then healed Kome before going in here, but because I know Woodfall Temple is actually kind of late this seed, I'm going to delay healing Kome right now some more. And that's specifically because of boat archery, which is a post-dungeon check for Woodfall Temple. Okay, let's see. So in these settings, I did leave on the Spider House rewards. That is something I need to go peek over in the west to see if that's required. Okay, nope, that's not. And I have those on specifically because they can be interesting sometimes with what items you need to get the rewards. But I mean, they're not that great checks, but they do add value, stream value, content, so.
Oh, that's what we're here for at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. All right, so we're in Deku Palace here. These guards are RNG, like what their starting position is and whatnot, and how they turn and whatnot. And it changes every time you get caught. It's really annoying. But fortunately, it's not too bad. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're gonna be doing a trick here to skip having to plant the bean. You basically do this little roll jump at an angle, and you get up here, and you have to side hop, because if you try to roll, Link will just fall off the edge, and he won't do like a jump. So you have to side hop onto the platform to get over here. We're here for a song, is what we're here for. There's also an item on the other side I need to go get. It's in the Bean Daddy Grotto. Okay, Song of Healing. Okay, that would already fulfill the path to Twin Mold, because Ice Arrows are in Termina Field on Kamaro. And Ice Arrows are both for Georg and Twin Mold. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll see if that's the only reason Deku is path hinted to Twin Mold.
Yeah, because you can do it without the Ice Arrows, right?
You can. It's just logically in these settings, it expects you to have Ice Arrows to get up there in Akana Canyon. That's also another little trick there with the hook shot. We just hook shot the torch. Do I have beans already? No, I don't. Okay, let me grab the bean. So I'm thinking here that hopefully maybe Soaring Tablet over here is gonna be Goron Lullaby. Maybe? We'll see. Decent chances it could just be Oath, but yeah, it could just be Oath. I hope it's not. I hope it's... Because the thing is that what would happen is that would get us Snowhead Temple, but it's foolish, but it would have a song on the boss Blue Warp, and that might be like... That would then be Oath, I guess. Yeah, that would then have to be Oath at that point. It would be Vanilla. Okay, yeah, this is Goron Lullaby. Okay, so the boss Blue Warp is most definitely going to be Oath at this point, because Sonata is on Egos. So we know where all our songs are at this point. Okay. That's a nice thing. Nothing up there. Okay. Now, there could be an interesting caveat to this, and that is I do have the Stray Fairy rewards unjunked in these settings. So while Snowhead Temple itself might be foolish, the Great Fairy reward might not be. And that would then mean I'd have to go into Snowhead Temple and get all the Stray Fairies. But we currently don't have Great Fairy's Mask. Yeah, we currently don't have Great Fairy's Mask, so I kind of doubt that. Let's see what this is. Nehru's. Oh my god, it is doing it. Oh my god, it's doing it. Okay, we have to swim to Zora Hall. We have to. We have to. So for those wondering, Nehru's Love puts that into logic, and that's because there are skullfish in Zora Cape that you cannot, by logic, with 3 hearts, get to Zora Hall as a human because of the skullfish constantly damaging you. Nehru's Love ends up putting your ability to get there as a human into logic. So that's why we're just gonna head right over here right now and see if that's what's going on, because that would then mean that it'd have to be like, I don't know, it'd have to be either Iron Boots Zora or maybe an Akana Mask. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay. Oh my goodness. I have to push it. I'll also check the Spider House reward here since I'm back here now. We do have that Swamp Title deed, though, for Goron Village. That's another Deku check. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna end up being the case. Okay. So, I really don't think any of the Great Fairy rewards are going to be required based on what's happening here. So, I'm just not going to peek them right now. Yeah, I'm not gonna peek this one over here on the way. It just adds a little bit more time. I'm just not gonna worry about it right now. So, we're not gonna end up using Nehru's Love because it's not really necessary, but logically it is. So that just gave me direction on where to go and what was going on here. So, all right. So let's see. So what I do here is I swim sideways because the skullfish can't keep up with you, and it also will then not spawn any more of them because of the camera angle. And side swimming past the skullfish allows you to outspeed them, even if they do hit you once. Because what happens is they'll keep hitting you if you're swimming forward, and you literally just can't move.
They're literally one of the most annoying enemies in the game. How they just keep coming.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. So the one check I was talking about earlier that I was like, oh, I'm not going to do this until I have Zora or Iron Boots. Well, we're going to do it now because of this Nehru's Love. So I swear, if this is actually like Zora or Irons, oh my gosh. Survey says it's Garo. Okay. All right. So that is definitively what it's talking about. So I have to go east. I have to go east now. So what I'll do, what I should do is I should make it night while I'm in here, because inside of Zora Hall, if you double time, it acts like a transition zone where the title card doesn't pop up. So it's faster to do it in here. And then now I'm just going to go to the east. Because we do have some checks in STT. We can beat STT instead of Snowhead Temple right now. We can beat Snowhead Temple, but it's not really worth it because it's foolish. We will have to eventually beat it, but I'd rather just go to Stone Tower Temple instead. And maybe I'll also find my Mirror Shield hint so I can figure out what check locks that. So I can get Sonata. In fact, that might even be what the next step even is to be able to get Sonata. So hopefully we'll get that hint over here. There are 3 Gossip Stones over here, so there's decent chances for it. But there's also just as many chances for the springtime. Oh, wait, no, we won't have springtime. Right, we won't be able to get those Gossip Stones because of the way I set this up. Okay, so I guess I will check. Yeah, let's go ahead and check the Graveyard Grotto here. This is another notorious check that if you don't do it early, and you have nothing else, you've done everything else, it burns you, but in the sea that wasn't the case. Okay, that's nothing. I swear. What are you? All Knight's Mask. Okay, that we don't have to worry about. Because Stockpot is foolish. Okay. Ooh. Alright, so let's get the Garo's mask back on here. Yeah, so keep in mind that I don't have Ice Arrows right now, but we basically have the logic for them. So we have the logical ability to go up to STT and Iconic Castle and all that jazz up here. This has to mean, by the way, that because of that Nehru's, Zora has to be, and also Iron Boots have to be behind it. Because the alternatives, those are the alternatives to reach Zora Hall. So that's why I'm pushing this over going to the north, going back to the north and doing Snowhead Temple and whatnot.
Okay, that makes sense.
Night 1 clock is not required. Okay.
So is that just all of day 1 clock is worthless?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We have all the clocks that are needed for this seed. That means that hover boots are logically expected to get night 1 grave if we were to have to go do that, but we don't, because Captain Sat's not required, so we're good there. But please. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so that's how we end up skipping needing ice arrows, is by long-shotting the tree like that. There's a couple other different ways you can do it, too. But that's the easiest way. Alright, so... Oh my gosh. Okay, I actually hit him. That's surprising. Alright, we have to go for the Ikana Canyon Grotto first. We're probably going to want to do Po Hut. You pretty much want to push everything that's behind this Garo's mask. But you want to do it in a specific order, because committing to something like Secret Shrine, even though it has the most checks, it's one of the places that takes the longest, because it's a bunch of mini boss refights. And especially without good equipment, it can be a pain and very, very slow. Okay, more health is good, because I'm going to be fighting Twin Mold without FD, probably, at this rate. All right, so let's go ahead and let's go do Po Hut first. Oh, actually, I will peek this over here. This Great Fairy Fountain right now has a possibility of being required. It is not. And that strength being not required, well, that just means that strength 3 is not required, which we know that because we have Goron at this point, so... That doesn't really tell me anything about, like, Pirate's Fortress sewers or anything. Although, at this point, considering how buried Zora seems to be, I guess that's just not going to be a thing anyway. Like, pirates might not even matter in this seed. So we're gonna do Po Hut here. So fortunately, we have light arrows. That makes this a little bit faster, because the pose. Oh god. Oh, are you kidding me? They die in 2 hits to the. Oh, I wasted so much magic. Well, that sucks. I'll have to do it like that, I guess. I'll have to use the bow on these pose. It's a little awkward to use the bow and Deku Nuts, like light arrows and Deku Nuts sometimes. Especially when I don't have a shield. Again, team never buy a shield, right?
Of course. We're still doing that bit, years later.
We are. We are still doing that bit. All right. So, at the very least, this will cut this phase down to, like, one hit, I think. By 1 hit, because I only will use 1 light arrow. Or actually, no, I'll be able to use 2. Never mind. Kind of overestimated how much magic I end up using there. All right. All right, nothing on Po Hut. Okay. All right, well, it might just be STT. We'll see. I kind of want to look at the Ikana Castle pillar and also the back of Beneath the Well, the Mirror Shield chest. Okay, it is still not telling me where this Mirror Shield is. That is really annoying. Okay. It might be like God, it might be like the Great Bay Coast Gossip Stone at this point. All right, let's see. Nope, that's nothing. All right. Yeah, so what we'll end up probably doing is we'll be going to get ice arrows before I go to STT so I can make the twin mold fight not terrible. Oh, shoot. Because for those that don't know, twin mold is weak to both fire and ice arrows. The different colors are weak to like the opposite, essentially. Okay, nothing there. All right. So yeah, we'll end up doing STT first because that's progression. And then I would end up doing Secret Shrine afterwards. If I don't find anything in STT. That's just how I have to play it. Considering my path hints have basically been used up. I have to trust that the Garo's Mask is what's going to lead to everything else. Which would basically just be Zora Mask. At this point. Zora Mask and then Mirror Shield, of course. Okay, there's my ice arrows. All right. Also, oh yeah, this is actually interesting. So, I did kind of allude to this earlier, but I did set up the way the cleared states work a bit differently in these settings. Instead of clearing the dungeon causing the cleared state, it's actually the dungeon reward that does. So, because I'm going to STT right now and I'm going to be getting Georg's remains, that means I will have access to Great Bay's cleared state, which will let me get into Lulu's room and turn in the mountain title deed and also check the ledge in that room without Zora Mask. So that's another possibility for what could be happening here.
Okay. I'm liking the direction.
Oh wait, no, I need to stand on this one. Whoops. I need to stand on this one. Okay. Yeah, and so we're climbing STT here. This is the fast way to do it. This is like basically the only way you do it once you learn it. It's such a huge quality of life. There we go. Okay. Oh, well, nice boulder. I needed that heal. Okay. So, those that have seen maybe some rando stuff before knows how dense STT can be. In these settings, the density has been decreased significantly because the way I decided to do the settings is by shuffling the freestanding stray fairies instead of the ones in the chests. So that means STT only has 6 checks total for me to do instead of like almost 20. And the reasoning for that is because I was trying to reduce the number of checks to find the boss key inside the dungeon, and to speed it up a bit more. While the other dungeons have some more interesting logic with the freestanding stray fairies being shuffled instead. And it keeps those dungeons being dense. But it's also interesting that I'm here and it doesn't have a lot of checks, which this is like, I think, the second time where STT is actually the progression dungeon of the seed, because while, yes, I could go to Snowhead Temple, it's foolish. So I'd rather push the non-foolish dungeon looking for progression, especially when Snowhead Temple, like, beating it does not get me springtime. It gets me nothing. So it would just be, I'm doing it to get Oath to Order. We're gonna use Goron for this. Lately, if I don't have a good combat weapon against the Garo Master, I've been using Goron Mask, and it's a very specific way I've been doing it. Oh, okay, he's gonna... Okay, there we go. I've been using these Goron ground pounds to combat against his little, like, hops that he loves to do. And you can see how effective it is. It's very unconventional and very funny.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it killed this way. I'll never forgive this guy for... I was at a quarter heart, and I forgot about the bomb explosion. And
oh, yeah.
Yeah, it got me. Yeah, I had to redo the entire boss fight. Yeah.
No, Kiara, no.
Specifically the one in the Poe house, where you had to do
right. Yeah, the shrine. Yeah. Secret shrine. Because that one in here is the one I just fought as a cutscene. So
I was so mad.
Okay, there's the boss key.
I deserved it.
All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna void out here. Because see, what it would normally want me to do there, like to get over to this other side, is want me to go to the Elegy Maze, but we're gonna skip that by doing some little tricky do's here. And it's that easy.
Just that easy.
Just wanted to get rid of him. Okay, so let's do this. Well, it's a halfway decent boss key at least. But it's not like I'm in go mode or anything, so it doesn't really matter.
We'll be there soon enough. You're doing fantastic. Everybody, make sure you go follow Revan. They do a whole bunch of this all the time. And,
oh, yeah.
It seems like you always find something special in the seeds you roll. But it's a big game. MM Rando has so many different settings, and, you know... It's always a good time to chill in there. Nice.
That Great Fairy Sword is very nice. All right, so now we're just gonna peek the Elegy Maze here. This chest. See if it's big or not. And it is. Okay, so we will have to go do that. We are interested in that. Okay. Okay, so as we said, Stone Tower is foolish, so I don't need to worry about the bean chests over here. It's a little unfortunate because it would have been nice to actually check that in this seed because of STT being our first dungeon we're clearing, but it's okay. Okay, so normally I do this trick with a shield, but we're going to be doing it without a shield. And you're probably wondering, Revan, how the heck are you going to do that? Well, I labbed it out a little bit. And you basically do it like that. Some very specific ESS turns lets you do that pretty effortlessly. And you don't need to do the shield drop bomb or anything, which is you would normally do with the shield. I
that's the way I do it, so.
Yeah, I happen to lab out the specific angle from the dry roll that you do. And I've gotten it consistent without a shield and with a shield, so.
You're amazing. Love it.
Okay, razor sword. All right, so we've got that. Let's see. I guess we're just gonna do it this way. Well, actually, no. It makes more sense to go to this chest first. Then, yeah. So we're checking all the chests in inverted stone tower temple here. Like I said, there was a chance that we would find Prague up here. So far, we have not, but we have found the Great Fairy Sword, which does make checking Secret Shrine afterwards a lot faster. Especially our lovely, bubbly friend, Wart. Ugh.
Look, who doesn't love way too many eyeballs on a giant eyeball?
I know, right?
It's like Zelda series did not have enough, so they made more.
They had to. They needed more. A strength upgrade. Okay, that one is not... well, I shouldn't say that one's not relevant, because like I said, at minimum, it just means strength 3 is not required. So... it's too bad that that's all that was. I would basically need iron boots to make the strength, another strength worthwhile at this point. So
I'm not familiar with the modifications that add strength into it. So what does the extra strength get you? This is like Goron lifts or what are we looking at?
So yeah, Goron bracelet lifts. So it just lifts like grass and stuff instead of you being able to do it by default. And bomb flowers. Strength 2 is equivalent to the Zora mask strength-wise. And it lets you push the big blocks in Pirate's Fortress Sewers and the one big block in Snowhead Temple. Which that only becomes relevant in entrance rando stuff for Snowhead Temple. And then Strength 3 is equivalent to Goron Mask, and that lets you pull the grave in the hot spring water Goron graveyard area where you get Goron Mask, so you can get hot spring water as a human that way. And then it also lets you use the powder keg as a human. Gosh, dude. Oh, this is bad. Oh, geez. Oh, frick. Okay. That's fine. I need to go there again because he does have a big chest. That was just very bad RNG there with how that fight started. It's also because I needed to actually look at the chest to see if it was major or not. Okay. Can I hook it from here? No, I can't. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I don't have a shield, so that was just gonna happen while I was looking at the chest. It's unfortunate that that was Circus Leader's mask in that chest, but whatever. I really hope I'm on the right track here with this thinking for Zora Hall and whatnot. Because there is a chance that rando be rando, and it's not that at all, and it's an either or for that Garo mask, but... Okay, so we do that spin attack to hit him before he does that spinny do. And then we just murder him right there. Because a Great Fairy Sword. Alright, so what is in this chest here? Please be something good. Please? Maybe? Oh my goodness. All of the swords were in STT. Are you kidding me? Well, okay. Okay. Well, we gotta fight Twin Mold, and then we can set it to the cleared state and check Zora Hall again and see if maybe that's what it wants me to do. And then if it's not that, then I go do, I guess I'll reset and then go do Secret Shrine. And hope that that's what it is, I guess. If it actually was just the north, that kind of sucks. I mean, it could be trading the Swamp Deed, but really hope I'm on the right track here. All right. Oh my goodness. Blue Twin Mold, what are you doing?
Coming in for a sniff.
Okay, I did do a spin attack. I did hit him at least with that. All right. I hope blue doesn't come in and bug me right now. Okay, we got 2 good shots there. Trying to get red done so I can focus on blue. Oh god. Oh no. Okay. He was not gonna hit me.
Gosh, I know the timer, there's so much time, but it still makes me nervous whenever I see it.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay, we still have enough magic that I'm not panicking too hard right now. Right. Nice shot. Ooh, ow. Ah, I tried to sneak a quick spin in there. I couldn't get it in time. Nice shot. All right.
GG.
So just to be clear for anybody else that doesn't know, logic would expect me to use Giant's Mask or FD here. So we're just not interested in trying to find either of those masks. All right, so let's see. It's a Blast Mask. Okay. And then there's Oath. That's our first dungeon down, but this will get faster if we just find Zora, basically. Zora and Mirror. It's just 2 items.
How
so
deep can they be?
I mean, really, right? All right, so let's... Okay. Let me go set it to cleared state and check Zora Hall now, and then if it's not that, then I will just reset, and I guess we will just go do Shrine at that point. I do have Fisherman Game as an option as well. To consider. I probably should do it. I think I will probably just end up doing it. I think I should do that first. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm not a big fan of it, but considering the fact the time of day right now, and I'm already setting it to cleared state, and I did say that, you know, Zora or Irons could be behind STT, or, I mean, just behind the Garo's mask. I kind of have to push it. Even if it does waste quite a bit of time. It's not a great minigame. It's not very fast. I might even be overthinking this quite a bit, but it might just be Zora Hall and then it's fine. But get to see a check you don't really get to see ever. Normally, what some people do is they slash the edge constantly in this minigame. That does work pretty well, but you are at the mercy of RNG with the torches, and so you might end up taking longer to do the minigame than just doing it normally. So I opt to do it normally instead, even if I could do the lazy way and do that. I would eventually get it, but it would take a little bit longer, potentially. And that just matters because the minigame ends when you get 20 points. So, which in vanilla, it does not. That's a quality of life that Rando adds. In vanilla, it just keeps going until the timer ends. So they have to do that whole 2 minutes of this. Or whatever. Yeah, and you only need 20 points in vanilla too, so it's like, why do they give you that extra time when, you know, falling ends the minigame anyway? I don't know. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, okay. I'm like halfway here. I think I have enough. Yeah, I have enough time to peek this. And also read this gossip and see if that's where mirror is, or the mirror hint is. Because, I mean, there aren't really any other gossip stones left. So I kind of feel like this has to be the mirror shield hint. Nope, it's not. Oh my goodness. Where is that hint? Oh, that makes me think Zora locks it then. Or it's in the Swamp Spider house. Oh, yeah, it might be in Swamp Spider.
Don't tell me.
Oh, that's Gibdo. Okay, so it might actually be Zora Hall for Zora Mask then, behind STT. It might actually be with that Gibdo being there. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Got 2 more checks in here, because that Gibdo is not locked behind the Garo. Okay, that's a bomb bag. Ah. Okay, what about the mountain title deed? Nope. Okay, so it's Evan. Evan has the actual path hinted thing in Zora Hall. So that means that Secret Shrine is out, because we know Gibdo is on the Great Bay Coast ledge. So it's simpler than I was thinking. Okay, that's fine. I had to do STT anyway, so I didn't really waste that much time. The only question is if Gibdo is required for mirror or not. I'm doubting it because of that. The Evan check is FD or Giant's Mask. That's what it is. Okay. So Zora is just chilling on some check I just haven't done. Okay. So let's go north. So it might just be easier than I was thinking, unfortunately. But that actually gave me a lot of negative information. So... well, does that completely exclude Shrine? Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I'm going over here anyway. Let's see what the scrub is selling. We'll turn in the swamp deed. Let's see. Bomb shoe, nope. I think that was just money up here. I think. Yeah, okay. It might just be Path to Snowhead, and it's just easier than I thought. It is interesting, though, that Nehru's ended up getting me Garo anyway, because I was never going to go over to Great Bay Coast Ledge anyway, because that Great Bay Coast Ledge is terrible. Now, granted, again, that doesn't mean Gibdo isn't required, because Deku is hinted to Twin Mold, so there's a chance that Beneath the Well is actually still required, and I'd have to go back over to that Coast Ledge and get Gibdo. I just was concerned about time and getting to the Zora Hall checks. So that's why I didn't grab it when I was over there. Oh, that's why okay. Okay, that's why we didn't have a Mirror Shield hint, because it was on Keg Trial Goron. Okay.
Love it.
All right, well, that's not terrible. Well, I guess we can check Woodfall Temple then for Zora and see if Zora's there. I will check Path to Snowhead just to be safe. Since I have to smack the owl statue up there. So, okay, so we're gonna get Mirror. That's fine. Again, I didn't waste that much time. STT was required. I had to search for the boss key anyway. Okay. So we are literally just looking for Zora. That is literally all there is.
And could it be practically anywhere?
Yeah, it could be.
Do we have some knowledge?
I think because of the... I mean, okay. I think because of the fact that Deku is behind Gold Scale, it has to at least be behind Deku Mask in some way, which means Woodfall Temple mostly at this point, because I've done everything else. But that also could mean Beneath the Well, like one of the two checks in there, which I'd have to then go back and get the Gibdo Mask. I don't think it's gonna be there though. I think it's more likely it's Woodfall Temple. I think that would make the most sense. So here's our Mirror Shield coming up in a second here. Just gonna talk to this Goron again. So for those wondering why the mirror wasn't on Gossip Stones, is because on any Gossip Stones, because this Goron right here is considered a static hint, and therefore that means the mirror hint doesn't show up on Gossip Stones, because you're just assumed to just talk to him and see that he has it. Reminder, I did consider going north originally, but I decided against it because of the Garo mask, like the Nehru's Love behind Deku mask, that pushed me to Zora Hall to get Garo. And that kind of veered me a little off course, sadly, but it's okay. You got to see, like, the Nehru's Love logic anyway. You got to see something really silly, even though it didn't amount to anything. Unfortunately. But that's okay. That's okay. So we're gonna do this. That's rando.
That's why we do it. That's why we play it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. There's a multitude of ways you can perceive or think about a given seed and how to go about it. All right, well, I guess we are coming up close on the next break, so I shouldn't do Snowhead Temple right now. I should go get Sonata, and yeah, hopefully we can just find Zora inside Woodfall Temple. And that's all it is.
Yeah, a good place like in the next 10 minutes or so, wherever convenient. Like maybe before we go into the next big dungeon.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and get the song here, which is Sonata, our last song. And then once I'm about to go to Woodfall Temple, we can probably just do the break there.
Sounds good.
Again, keep in mind, I could already have Snowhead Temple done right now, basically, but because it's foolish, it's just not appealing to do. I gotta push the prog here. Progression. Okay. You know, if anything, STT, searching it, at least gave me a ton of good spoils, you know?
For sure.
Making that really, really fast. All right, I've got to peek this fairy fountain here. This one I will, just like the Akana Canyon one, because of the likelihood of it in this case, because this is Deku locked. So if I am truly to believe that Deku is to twin mold, which again, it technically already was fulfilled by the ice arrows with Kamaro, with Song of Healing, but I'm just assuming, okay, I'm just assuming because of Gold Scale so far locking Deku, that Deku has to be locking the other two methods to get that check. I can only hope I'm not wrong about that. All right, let me just get in here. And oh my god, there it is!
Well, if that's not a good time to go on a break, it's just there. It's just floating the entire time.
It's just right
there. So would that be considered go mode right there?
That would be go mode, yeah. We'll have to wrap things up when we come back from the break.
Sounds like it. Well, everybody, we've had a heck of Welcome back from the break, everybody. Hope you got some water, had a nice stretch. I know all of us here on the show did, you know, encouraging each other to drink because it's very important. It is extremely important. So it's like, have you had water? It's like, no. Have you had water? No. It's like, crap. Okay, go drink water like right now before we go. So before we get back into it, if you are curious ever about what is coming up on Hotfix or interested in running on a GDQ Hotfix show, you can check out this week's schedule and submit your runs to be showcased at gdq.gg/hotfix. We look at all those forms that get submitted. So if you've ever wanted to do one of these, we would love to have you. Now, Revan, we are in the tail end of this. We have our go mode floating like just a short distance away in front of us. We're going to grab and then 3 dungeons onwards to the booth. So whenever you're ready to close us out for the evening, go ahead and count us in.
All right. 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right.
Good luck.
So we are literally going to get the Zora mask, and I tried to do the thing, and he did not want to float right into me. So let me just redo that. Okay, I will just use a human here. There. There's our go mode.
Yay!
All right, now we just have to find the boss key in here, which is not going to take that long because it's Woodfall Temple. You will get to see a bunch of checks, provided the boss key is not just immediate, that you normally probably wouldn't see in other Rando seeds because of what I said with the freestanding fairies here. Okay, nope, it's not right there. All right. You'll also see this routed slightly differently because of it. So instead of going to the right side first, like the other side, we go over here first because there are 3 freestanding stray fairies over here. And it just feels nicer to route it this way. I found when I was doing this stuff. Let's see, what's he got? Okay, nope, pig mask. Nope, that is a bomb chew, and that is a red rupee. Okay, so now we just go get the dragonfly's chest as you normally would. Oh, well, there we go. If I don't get FD from Zora Hall from Evan, I will probably grab Din's Fire for Majora. There's a neat little thing you can do with that on phase 2. Okay, boss key's not on this one. So now we go across this way, because there's a stray fairy in this pot over here. Nope, silver rupee. Okay, there's the boss key. All right, let's see what this is over here. Okay, all right. All right, so now I can just go fight Adola. Then we'll go do Snowhead Temple after this. One of the things about these settings, for Snowhead Temple specifically, that could be a concern, but hopefully it isn't, is there are exactly two stray fairies that hard require the Great Fairy's Mask. So hopefully I don't actually need it for the boss key. That's a postman sign. I'm gonna look at these just in case one of them is the Great Fairy's Mask. It doesn't seem like it. No, that's a letter to Mama. Okay. And I'm not gonna make it night 3 until I am in GBT. Is that? Nope. Oh, he's gonna be annoying. All right. Seriously? There we go. Just wasn't low enough on the aiming there. All right, so Adola, all you gotta do is shoot him in the knee. And then you just crouch stab him until he dies. Was that a boss?
Is that a specific timing you have to do? Because whenever I do this, he always like manages to squeeze out.
Not too precise. It's about the same timing as crouch stabbing phase 3 Majora, surprisingly. But it's easier. It's weird. I think it's because his hitbox is slightly different from Majora's, probably. All right, so now we're gonna go find out if I actually hard need Great Fairy's Mask. Hopefully not. If I do, I'd have to go back into Woodfall Temple and search the rest of that dungeon. And then otherwise I guess I would just go into GBT at that point, yeah, and see if Great Fairy's Mask is in there. Again, hopefully not. Hopefully it's just an easy boss key grab here. There was a seed like this where I did not have Great Fairy's Mask, and I ended up routing GBT first instead of Snowhead Temple, and then it turned out I needed Great Fairy's Mask for Snowhead Temple to get the boss key. So I ended up having to go and search the world for it when I was trying to beat when I thought I was in go mode. And that was a mistake. And I knew it was a mistake not confirming that first. So I'm making sure this time that, you know, if I have to search the world for Great Fairy's Mask, then I know I need to do that. So let's just see if I do or not. The foolish Snowhead Temple makes me a little afraid I might have to. But let's hope not. Let's just hope it's just straightforward here. Okay, not there. That one I could get without it. Okay, that one is nothing. Those two you can get without it. There's very specific ways you can do it. Oh, there it is. Perfect. All right, we're fine. Okay. Oh, wait, why am I doing that? I should have just gone up the elevator. Let me go do that. All right, cool. So no concerns at all. We can just go mode the dungeons. Yay! Yay! Okay. And enjoy aquatic ambience as well.
It's an okay song, I guess.
Oh, come on. Come on, dude. There we go. I'm a little sad this didn't have a powder keg, because I was gonna show off using a powder keg on Goat. I was gonna do that, but nope, that keg was not required, so we don't have it. There we go. All right. However, we will still do a cool strat anyway. It's my preferred way of killing Goat.
The fire arrow dance.
No, not fire arrow dance.
Or the nice, you know, you just roll into them. The casual
the nice
strats.
just roll
yeah,
into
the nice casual.
strats.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, the way you're supposed to do it. All right, I'm watching. I'm watching. What do we got here?
All right, what's gonna happen is he's gonna start charging me, and I'm gonna be tossing a bomb at him. Oh, I missed the first jump slash. Well, that's okay. So basically what you're supposed to get 4 jump slashes on him. And then that kills him. But I missed that first one. With FD, it's a lot easier because of how much bigger you are. Oh, I think he's... Yep, He's coming around this way. And that just kills him. Okay.
Nice. GG. I actually had not seen that strategy before.
Yeah, so like the idea is like you either get dragged by him as you're jump slashing and then that hits him and then you can do the other 3, or you time it to where you're like right in front of him and you hit him as he passes you by and then you catch up to him and then do the other 3. All right, so let's go find out what Evan has, because if it's FD, that just makes Majora way easier. If it's Giant's Mask, then, well, okay. Oh, well. I'm just curious. And then I can make it Night 3. I just want to know, because now we know that the Garo was not the path-hinted item, because of that Gibdo location. There has to be something else here, and it would have to be either of Giant's Mask or FD. And if it's FD, I really want it, because it would be nice, especially for Georg, too.
George? You mean George? Yes.
George. Some people call him George. Whoops, wait. Right, let me pull this up. Let me do that. There we go. Oh, never mind. I guess that's weird. Okay. Okay, I guess, huh? I guess the Garo was? That's weird, huh? Really? Okay. All right. Never mind then. I just forgot that the keg was in Zora Hall. Okay. Okay, so I guess Garo was somehow the path hinted item? That's interesting. Unless I mispeaked what that item was on the ledge. I'm pretty sure it was Gibdo. Okay, well, we're not getting any FD, so I will probably go get that Din's Fire for Majora. Alright, so now we can do this to make it Night 3. So, we don't have any Great Fairy's Mask, so we have to do this a specific way for these two. That's super weird. Might just be a situation where, like, I guess the Garo is earlier in logic. Like, it's one sphere less. And so it path hints... Oh, there's the boss key. Nice. It path hints the Garo instead of Gibdo, because even though Garo doesn't lock it, that's so weird. I don't know. Maybe I did mispeak that on the ledge. I was doing it very quickly. I'll have to look at the log and see what happened with that. Because I guess... So I guess the Gibdo... Oh! I think I understand. I think it's because you would have to use a bottle for the bean instead of storms, and because both options aren't available, it's just more spheres than Garo. Because like you get Deku, you get Nehru's, that is automatically like one sphere lower than the Gibdo, I think. Because Deku means you have to get the beans first, and then you need to have a bottle to water the bean to get over to the Gibdo mask. Whereas Nehru's is just one item instead of 2. I think that'd be the only reason, maybe. Unless I just forgot what Garo locked? Oh! No, because, yeah, no, that still doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look at the log and find out why it did that. Because normally it only would ever path hint Garo like that if it locks Gibdo. So maybe I did mispeak that ledge item. I'm just trying to think. Well, I guess I don't know what it would be, though, is the problem. Because it definitely looked like Gibdo Mask to me. Again, I was in a bit of a rush, and I was peeking it as human, which affords you less visibility compared to peeking it as Zora. So, huh.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what it is.
Yeah, the only other thing like that looks like it that would be close to it would be like Kamaro's mask. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to look at that log after the fact. That's a weird one. All right. Wait. Oh well, if that was well, I'm gonna be voiding anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna be voiding anyway, so I'll check if that's FD. In that chest in that room, it doesn't take that long. Sometimes a path hint like that can be goofy if it's like less spheres, just less items to get to it. It's rare, but it can do that. So checking if this is FD. Nope, room key. All right, it was fast enough to check that. Oh, you know, actually, this is kind of also, this is kind of fast to check too. If it's FD, it'd be really nice for me to have it. Nope. Okay. All right, we'll just proceed with the dungeon as normal. Okay, that's fine. Oh, beautiful. Whew. Oh, I love that when I get that.
Don't mind me taking notes on how to properly go through this dungeon.
Yeah, and all this, the way I do it is anyone could do what I'm doing. So it's, I don't do, there's a thing you can do at the start with the water wheel with Goron mask. I don't do that because it's really silly. And I've seen people that have played the rando just as long as I have that mess it up. And I'm like, well, okay, I don't think it's worth it because it's not, if you're messing it, if you have a chance of messing it up and it's not consistent, then I'd rather not do it, even if it is like a cool trick. I'm all about doing things that are able to be consistently done, that are fast. And if me going through there and like raising the water pillar is like a little bit of a time loss, but it's the same time loss as opposed to doing the trick, and then that costs me more time. I'd rather do the safer thing that just loses me a little bit of time. So like in this instance, I could like do a long jump to skip this cutscene, but like the cutscene isn't that long. So I'm just gonna shoot the fire arrow if I have it. And the same thing for this over here. I'm just gonna shoot this for the cutscene instead of going up and around. I don't know, it feels better to me to do it that way if I have fire arrows. Because doing the like more parkour thing there with that gilded looking fence is just, it doesn't feel, I don't know, it doesn't feel good to me. Or it feels like about the same speed as the cutscene. All right, So we're gonna be fighting Georg. The strat without FD is interesting. It's also not that easy to do. Definitely takes a bit of practice, but it is worth learning it because this boss fight is pretty bad. Especially, definitely, especially casually, it's a bad fight. For sure. Because you just don't have a chance of getting out of the water, really, ever. So he's gonna line up, and then as soon as he starts charging you, you have to shoot him like that. And then you have to dive under, and then you just do this. And he's trapped against the wall. And then you do that 3 times. And then during this cutscene, you have to hold down and then A. You have to make sure you're also surfacing. Oh no, I messed it up. Yeah, I messed it up. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. And we'll go around this way and he should... Yeah, okay, he didn't catch me. So what would normally happen if I did it correctly is I would just grab the ledge of Zora there and then climb back up and I'd know where he is. I'd be able to prepare another arrow to shoot him. But unfortunately, I didn't know where he was. So, because I messed it up. But that's okay. You got the general gist of what you're supposed to do. I just had the wrong angle when I held down on my stick. Oh, okay, it's fine. And you just rinse and repeat for the... There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. It's because the shield barrier hitbox got smaller there. Like right at the end. And I think I wasn't just close enough to him when it shrunk. Normally you're like kind of right on top of him, but I wasn't there. It's okay. All right. And now we have all our remains just like that. So
which means
I'm gonna
go like one thing left to do.
I'm gonna be getting Din's Fire here to do a strat on phase 2. It's kind of neat. It is. I mean, I guess grabbing it at this point would be considered slower, but I want to show it off. I like showing it off because it's fun. Let's just mark the keg and Din's Fire anyway, even though I wasn't supposed to get the keg. I thought the path hinted thing was not Garo, but apparently it was Garo. So it was very interesting how that worked out. So it's true that... Oh, I get why. I get why now, I think. Because Zora was in Woodfall Temple. Nehru's does lock your means to get Zora. That's what it is. That's why. That's why. But that's still weird with... Oh, no, because... I guess because... Yeah, because Gibdo would still be more spheres. And you need Nehru. Like, Nehru's would be still one less sphere than the beans, I think is how that works. I think. Anyway, we'll look in the log afterwards. Okay, so I need Din's here. Yeah. Okay. All right, yeah, so we're gonna beat up Majora here.
Time is coming up.
Yeah, so, I don't know if I've had a run on Hotfix where I've done the normal strats. I can't remember. I feel like I've always had FD. But basically, phase 1, you use Zora to stun him. You use Zora Fins, and then slash him with whatever weapon you have. In my case, I have Great Fairy Sword, so that's gonna make him go down pretty quickly. About the same as FD. It's just gonna be 2 hits, 2 jump slashes. Phase 2, because we have Din's Fire, is gonna be a little bit different than what you would normally see. Oh, thanks, Georg. Oh no, that's gonna mess things up now. Yup. Cool. So if he does that, then we just do this. Because it's more annoying if you run around. That's the benefit of Mirror Shield being required, at least. Okay, now we go to phase 2. Okay, so phase 2, it's gonna be quite different from what you would normally do in like vanilla or without Din's Fire. You're still gonna drop a bomb in the middle because that hits him anywhere. But we're going to instead we're going to use Din's Fire on his like ankles wherever he ends up falling, and it's gonna be very funny what happens. Where is he? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Okay, he landed right. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're gonna just nuke him right here.
Oh, I kind of feel bad for him for this.
Yeah, it's great.
Evil.
It's great. All right, and now for the last phase, you just stun him and try to stun lock him with your Great Fairy Sword or whatever. Unfortunately, I got hit there.
Doubly hard because you have the masks, but also the lag.
Mm-hmm.
You can count the frames on screen here during this.
GG.
GG's, Revan. Well done. Oh, this is a blast. This is a fun take on rando. I love it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the seeds have been zany when I was practicing this stuff. There was like a seed where I had to dip Stone Tower Temple. I couldn't beat it. I had to dip it, and I had to leave. It was like my first dungeon, and I forget exactly what happened in it, but it was crazy because it had the reduced number of checks that it was like the first dungeon I could access that had progression. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Let me see here. I wanna find out what the heck happened with the Gibdo real quick.
Yeah, we need the answer for this.
So what's the twin mold pathing here? Let me look at my path to twin mold. Yeah, so the Garo is being path hinted. Okay, so why? Okay, I did mispeak it. I 100% mispeaked that item on the ledge because of how fast I was doing it. So I need to go look at what Great Bay Coast actually had there. What was on the... Oh, really? It was a bottle. I somehow saw Gibdo, but it was a bottle. It was a bottled Poe. Oh, okay. My gosh.
Oh, yeah, I guess the
Poe
in the bottle does make it a little bit more complicated. Yeah. Peeking items is hard. It's no joke, especially on console. Yeah, it's so dark. These games are surprising.
The actual Gibdo location was Postman's Freedom, which we saw the letter to Mama in Woodfall Temple. So yes, the Nehru's Love was logically required to get Garo's mask, to get Sonata, to get Zora mask in Woodfall Temple. You had to, quote unquote, cringe swim in the seed to get Zora mask. And reminder, that is behind a gold scale locked Deku mask. Because Deku locked Nehru's.
You know, when we started, I wasn't too sure if this was going to be a Revan worthy seed or not, based off of the progression.
It was.
But now that the mystery has been solved and we've seen the cringe swim being in logic, yes, this is very much. I can see the right message now.
My Deku mask was behind gold scale. and that locked theirs, and Zora was locked behind.
I have gotten rated by Revan a number of times, and every single time it's some, what do you mean this crappy logic happens? Oh, Revan, thank you so much for coming on tonight. This was so funny. Rando is it's just so much comedy built into the
really
horrible logic. I mean, it's great logic. It all works beautifully. But my God, some of these scenes are terrible. But Revan, while we got the awesome credits playing here for Majora's Mask, one of my favorite credit sequence. I do love it.
Yeah, I also love this credit sequence a lot.
Yeah, I want to give you a chance to shout yourself out. Tell us a little bit about your stream, any projects you've got coming up. I'd love to hear about them.
Well, hi, I'm Revan. I try to stream daily rando content. And it's typically Majora's Mask, but I've been doing a lot more combo rando, OOTMM, both games combined. It's very fun. It's very addicting. I also dabble in some DK64randomizer.com.
They really got you conditioned.
Yeah. And I did pick up Twilight Princess Rando over the summer a little bit. I haven't gone back to it yet because I was like, well, I need to practice this stuff. And a lot of crazy stuff has been going on with everything else. So I just enjoy playing Rando a lot on my stream. Projects. I am considering on going back to doing some mystery setting seeds for Combo Rando.
Love it.
Again, I took like a year break from playing any of those seeds, but I'm considering doing some more again. So that's kind of a little bit of a project of sorts. Outside of that, I don't think there's anything else. You can find me on my Twitch, twitch.tv/Revan91. I just go by Revan. The 91 is just because there was obviously somebody that had the name already. Maybe at some point we can rectify that. But for now, that's just how it is. I have a YouTube too. That is it's linked on my Twitch. You can find that. I'm also on Twitter and Blue Sky. And shout outs to Zoe Zolatova, who is the developer of Majora's Mask Randomizer. And then Nax, who is the developer of OTMM. And also shout outs to the DK64 Randomizer people too, anyway, even though they're not involved in this. Shout outs to them too.
It was, no.
Shout outs to Kiara for letting me on here again and letting me have a chance at redeeming myself for what happened last time. We had no issues. This time, everything went great.
Yeah, we even got to see the credits.
Yes, I even got to see the credits this time. And we got a great seed vetted by the Wooden Barrel. Thank you so much. Shout outs to Barrel. Definitely been a really great friend, and I appreciate him a lot. And
absolutely, great guy.
Yeah.
All right, well, Revan, that's twitch.tv/Revan91. You can see it pinned in the message or the pinned message in chats if you're currently watching on Twitch. As for me, I've been Kiara_TV. I stream 4 or 5 days a week of variety streaming of all types. But more importantly, Awesome Games Done Quick 2026 will be live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania from January 4th through the 10th. It's going to be here literally before you know it, Revan. It's going to just pop up out of nowhere. It's like, oh my gosh, it's GDQ time again already. But registration is open, so be sure to register if you want to experience the event in person. You can visit gdq.gg for more info. Revan, it has been a pleasure having you back on the show. After all this time, we finally did it, and I'm happy we made it to the end. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Now, everyone, if you missed out on random number